incident happened. I had a blood pressure. I had the doctor 2 times. The doctor came and visited me. I have already told you the ball is in the England's court. It is them to decide it.
So tonight it's still deadlock, with every sign of what was a purely cricketing row rapidly developing into a diplomatic one as
apologised for the bad language used on the second day of the test. On the field, England bowled Pakistan out for 191.
the disillusioned, unhappy team knew the captain they backed to the hilt had had his orders from London. The negotiators moved from room to room for 20 minutes. Eventually Rana was led in. Gatting's short letter, "I apologise for the bad language," it read, was handed over. He stormed out after less than a minute. His face said it all. Rana bustled to get the game started. He'd won hands down.
He gave the apology in writing, Mr. Gatting.
The team went out for a game they didn't want to play and was all but dead anyway. And after just 2 overs, the final irony, Rana decided it was too dark to continue. The players trooped off to draft their unprecedented statement. They broke their contracts in doing so and were proud of it.
We were put in the picture by our board of what we had to do, or what I had to do, which is possibly one of the most upsetting things, that it always takes two to tango, if you like. All I can say is that I'm very happy that the game has taken place for the good of the game, and the game has got underway. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that, unfortunately, as we were in the right, we have lost a little bit of self-respect.
Meanwhile, Mr. Rana was still admiring what may turn out to be one of the most significant letters in cricketing history. Giles Smith, ITN Sport, FAISALABAD.
The orders that so upset Gatting and his team came from Lords in the early hours of this morning. The Cricket Board's chief executive, Alan Smith, spent hours on the phone to Pakistan. With no agreement in sight, he instructed Gatting to apologise. He said it was in the best interests of cricket that the tour should continue. Now, after the players' unprecedented statement, he and Chairman Rahman Sabarow are arranging to fly to Pakistan to try to placate their own team. Already the board's offices have been inundated with phone calls from the public saying they should have stood by Gatting and even brought the team home. Former England captains had their say.
He's been more or less told to bow down and apologise, and it's left him now in a very weak position. And I think, knowing the authorities at Lords as they work, I would be surprised if he's England captain next season.
I'd feel very bad about it. I think Mike has equipped himself very well. He's lost 1 or 2 of his senior players who chose not to tour, and if they don't stand by him, the next time they try and select a side to go to Pakistan, there won't be anybody available.
Tonight, Alan Smith was at pains to play down all talk of confrontation with his players.
The situation has been highly charged, and emotions and passions are inflamed at this time. Let's see what happens, hopefully, when things calm down. I don't think he or anyone else out there would deny that it is the board's right to make a judgment on these matters.
And Mozambique.